Hello.
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 Good evening.
Good evening. Waiting
Can you?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Good.
Awesome. I've been waiting in the waiting room for some time.
Myself.
Okay?
Yeah, myself also. I was almost like.
We're all here now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that Mr. Akin? Hi, Mr. Akin.
Hi. How are you doing?
Okay, I know. No, Mr.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, my name is B.
Hello,
Good
Stephanie.
afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
This is okay. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Tayo.
Hi. I can't
Hello,
seem to share my video. You haven't given me permission
Hello,
to share my video.
Aki.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says cannot start video because the host has stopped it.
Same here.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for Mrs. Susan and Vadini.
Okay.
So let me see. And Adefakoya, okay? It's 4:52 now, 8 more minutes to go. Mhm. Okay, so how have we been? Hi, Stephanie. Hello, B.
Hi. Is it
Hi.
normal that I don't see anyone?
Yeah,
don't see
can we have
anybody.
the video on, please? I think it's from.
Yeah, it's
Everyone's
from the
video will
host.
be shown soon.
Okay.
We'll
So
get this through soon.
before the time.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about this. I think it's still setting up. Yeah.
Hello, you can start your video.
Okay.
Right.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Tayo.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. How are
Hi.
you?
Aki. Hi.
Good evening. Hi. How are you all doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Badini.
Yes,
Hello.
hello, how is everybody?
Hello.
Good, thank you.
So good to meet all of you.
Okay, I'll
Same
say
here.
Sandia, right? It's night time now.
It's night time, it's 9:30.
Okay.
It's 9:30 at night.
Okay.
Yes, we are at the end of the day.
Mhm.
We are
So
done
you're
with,
getting ready. So after now, you just go to bed.
yes, just go to bed. Done with the day's work and go to bed.
Oh, that's great. So it's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be here as well.
Yeah. Victoria, sorry. Hi, Tosi. Hi. It's good to have you here. Okay. Stephanie, it's midday there, right?
Yes,
So
it is.
Bon après-midi, right?
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. And then Tayo, we're together. It's evening.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right, then. So, welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
to have everyone together.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. B.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so this is our moderator for today. She's Victoria.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi.
Badini. Hi, Aki.
How are you doing?
I'm good, good. Good to see everyone. Hi, Stephanie. Hi,
Hi.
Ayo.
Hi, Victoria.
Hi.
Mr. B.
Okay.
Yay.
Obama. Yeah.
Mrs. O. I'm sorry, you're still my parents. I can't get over it.
So Obama is here. Hi. Ade.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. You're welcome.
Ade.
So, so I've been wondering what Obama is about now.
Oh, well, first I believe that I was created for two things mainly. I was created to be a mother and I was created to be a teacher. So when I had fertility issues for a while, I just couldn't believe it because I'm Uber mom, I'm the super mom. So, so I've been Uber mom for almost 20 years now. I mean, even far before there was anything like Uber cabs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
Uber mom, super mom.
Wow. That's
Wow,
cool.
wonderful. That's nice.
I think that deserves a round of applause.
Oh yeah, so I keep giving us okay.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Okay, so we have 2 more minutes to go live.
Yeah, Mrs.
Yeah.
O is finding it difficult to join.
No,
so.
no, I'm in.
Oh, fantastic. You're welcome.
Apologies, I'm in.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
So are we all in?
Yeah, I think we're all in.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think everyone is here now.
I'm in as well.
It's good to have you here.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good. Where we all are, yeah?
Yeah.
So question, do you want the cameras on or off?
As you choose to. As you choose to. If you want it off, fine. If you want it on, fine.
Okay, well, I guess there will be a little, what would I call it now? There will be a little distance if you put it off, yes?
Yeah, sure. But you can put it off if you want to at any point in time. Probably just, most especially the microphone. You need to mute
Yeah,
our mics.
to minimize bandwidth.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's for a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
All right. All right. 1 minute to go.
Yeah. So it's 5 already. So I think we should just start, right? So do we start now, or do we wait for 2 more minutes for, we have 14 participants here.
I would say we should wait for 5. This is Nigeria after all.
Okay.
No, well, I would differ actually. I would differ in saying that those who have come early, we actually need to honor them by beginning on time. They have come early. Anybody else, it's Nigeria, yeah, but we have to learn to change the ways we do things. So those who are here.
Tosi is laughing. So yeah, so we have education is here, so let's get here. So who are those teaching our children now? So, okay.
Let's get it started.
Okay, so that's fine. So I think we'll just start now. So hello everyone. I would say depending on which part of the world you're joining in from, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And to all my brothers and sisters from Nigeria, Ndewo, Ekurole, and Baraka de Yama, Mwawunini, that is Ibira. Okay, so my name is Josephine, and I'll be co-hosting today's webinar. Today is 30th July 2020, and it's very friendly enough. It's the International Day of Friendships. So hello, friends. Okay, so to all our audience, distinguished parents, teachers, school owners, and policymakers, we welcome you as friends of education. And I'd like to thank you for joining us as we re-imagine new ways in parenting, education, and career progression in teaching. Parents and teachers, you will agree with me, have been the frontline workers during this, for children during this pandemic. They have moved quickly from physical classroom to the online classroom, finding ways of creating fun and interactive ways of engaging the children. So this conversation couldn't have been timelier than now, having this, holding this with our education experts. Today is the second of the Collaborating for Success series, the webinar series rather. A few logistics before we start. All attendees are on mute. If you'd like to make a comment or chat with others, please use the chat button down the toolbar on your screen. If you'd like to ask a question or to any of our panelists, click the Q&A button on the bottom of the screen at the toolbar. My colleague B. Oke will be sharing various questions for the panelists during the second half of the webinar. If your question isn't answered today on this particular webinar, it may be answered in the next webinar, or you may send an email to care@grandmurray.com. This webinar is being recorded, and attendees will receive the link of the recordings. At this point, I would like to hand over to our co-host, to our host for today's event. B, are you there? Hello, B.
Yeah, I'm here.
So take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be. We have, as member of the panelists today from Canada, from the UK, and also here in Nigeria, we have viewers from all around the globe as well. So I welcome every one of you, and amongst us today are policymakers as well. Will be parents, teachers, and we'll basically be collaborating to ensure that we come to some level of cooperation, and so that we can coordinate education progress in our country, Nigeria. Now, part of what we'll be discussing is actually a spillover or an outcome of this pre-webinar survey that we had like a week ago, of which we had about 200 respondents, over 150 to be precise. We tried to sample how everyone is feeling at this time because no one was prepared for the pandemic. I guess the only person that was prepared was God. Everyone else was actually, unprepared, and we had to actually, learn along the line. Only 30% of all the respondents said they were actually fine. Others had varying degrees of stress, loneliness, some were overwhelmed, and quite a number of people were anxious. Largely teachers, the respondents are basically teachers, they are focused on teachers. 95% of them actually are from private schools, while others are from the public schools. 55% of the respondents were already teaching virtually, while the others were not doing so. 70% of them were enjoying the pandemic teaching because they were also learning along the line, but the others were not enjoying it. And several factors would have contributed to them not enjoying it, ranging from internet connectivity, power, some, of course, the skill sets that they may have may not equate to the demand of the job as it requires. Now, 90% of the respondents basically said they were beginning to gain confidence in as a virtual teacher, while the rest of them were still struggling. Of course, 70% of the respondents actually got little or no support from their school, while others had much support. And this support also cuts across from social level as well in terms of friends and families. Now, clearly 96% of them said clearly that they did not get government support at all in all of this, which calls for concern, and which is one of the things that the policymakers amongst us needs to take forward and take further in terms of consideration for future decision making. Now, 86% of respondents actually said they require financial support, and which is actually very huge because of the fact that they were no longer receiving salaries. Quite a number of them have had slash in their income, and they're looking forward to actually getting support from wherever it may come from, financial support. While others, in terms of the 14% that remain, have ranging needs from training to medical needs and other forms of support too, as they may have indicated in the survey. Now, 65% said they will not leave their teaching career. We hope the 65% are here today who have said they will not be leaving their teaching career. The 35% of others who said they may leave or they may have left, we hope they are here today as well to have a reconsideration of that decision and basically see what could change going forward. Because we believe that many of us as teachers have actually invested many years into this career, into the career or profession as the case may be. But because of return on investment as the case may be, which is not commensurate to amount of effort they may be putting into it, may have actually set in their frustration and all of that. But we'll be having conversation along these lines today on how this career improvement can happen for everyone, how they can actually, get better along the line, how they can build new skills. We have experts in the house. We have panelists of several years of experience from across the globe. And also we have parents amongst us who have actually changed careers along the line. And we'll be sharing ideas, we'll be sharing what were those things that helped us to triumph in the decisions we've taken, what are those things that made and came up as challenges, and how have we been able to find the balance going forward. So at this point in time, I'll actually be passing it to Victoria, and she will be handling the rest of this journey. Victoria, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Mr. B. It's fantastic to be here. Thank you to Mrs. Josephine and the Granny Murray Foundation for having all of us have this conversation. The fact that Granny Murray has chosen to do this collaboration communication series to celebrate its 10th year anniversary, I think is absolutely fantastic. So thank you for having all of us. And I'm so excited to get into this conversation. First, though, I'd like to introduce really quickly the panelists that we have on today. So we have a retinue of amazing persons in the education space from all over the world. So I'm not going to go into their long and detailed bios because that would just take all evening. I'll just go ahead and briefly introduce each panelist in no particular order. And if you just say hello after I introduce you, just everyone knows who is who. So I'll start with Ade Fakoya, aka Uber Mom, who is a certified primary and early years practitioner with 20 years experience. And it joins us today to discuss the pandemic, thriving, and how to be successful and still committed to teaching and learning through these challenges. Hi, Ade.
Hello.
There she is, all bubbly. Thank you for being here with us. Next, I have Akintunde Akinshola. Mr. Akin has over 10 years of experience as director and co-founder of Learning Spree, an award-winning teacher, a tech strategist, STEM enthusiast, school head, teacher, and advocate for teacher-student connections. He looks forward to advising teachers here about how to curate content and how to monetize their efforts as a return on intellectual investment. That was a mouthful. Hi, Mr. Akin.
Hi, hello everyone. It's good having everyone here today. Hi.
Thank you for being with us. And I have next Oluwatosin Oladipo. These names are so gorgeous. Mrs. O, aka Mrs. O, has a background in economics. Tosin has an executive MBA, a diploma in early childhood, and also a teacher certification from the Montessori Center International London. She is the director of I Teach Abuja, as well as the head teacher at Safe Hands School Abuja, and she has a wealth of a teaching experience to share with us today. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
She is. What a lovely smile. And do we have Susan here with us yet? Okay. So while I'll just skip over Susan until she joins us. Hope she's not having too much difficulty. I'll move over to Stephanie Poulin. Did I say that right, Stephanie? Stephanie Poulin?
Yes, but in French you say poulain.
Poulin. Stephanie has practiced as a special education and behavior technician for up to 9 years, with experience working with families and children 0 to 5 years old who have learning and developmental delays. Stephanie brings to bear on how stable income has helped her to focus on her all-important duty and sustain special education delivery for autistic children during the COVID-19 pandemic. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thanks for inviting me.
Hi.
You're welcome. Next, we have Tayo Mateola. Tayo is a Prince 2 practitioner with several years of experience working across a range of sectors as a project manager. Tayo possesses an in-depth knowledge of developing strategies, standards, and processes that support the delivery of new and existing initiatives. Tayo looks forward to sharing her experience in how she transitioned from being a teacher to a project manager. Hi, Tayo.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Fantastic to have you here today. And last but not the least, Badini did I say Sombrero right?
Yes,
Badini?
you did. Yes, you did.
Vardini is a passionate and experienced teacher who has taught in schools in India and several African countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, if my memory serves me right, and I forgot, but I'm sure there are at least 2 others. But Vardini has been conducting creative writing classes for many years and has now taken her classes online. She is the CEO and director of Tailspin, which is an online literacy program for children. Hi, Vadini.
Hi, it's an honor to be part of this panel. It's amazing to see such people here. It's a real honor to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you. And I will be moderating today. My name is Victoria Vani Shudainde, and I'm going to skip all the stuff that's written here and just say I'm a passionate mom, passionate educator with loads of years of experience in the classroom, outside the classroom, all over the world. So I'm so delighted to be here today. Can we get into the meat of things? Because teachers are feeling the pinch all over the world right now. As Mr. B mentioned, we are the frontline workers. At the same time as having to sort of come up with solutions that will work for our children, solutions to help sort of leverage, our schools angle, prop up our schools, and, provide support for parents who are just flipping out because they have to teach their children. We are also having to take care of our own private issues, such as our families, upskilling, which is a word that I've taken from Mrs. Otosin here, and most importantly, how to make ends meet. I mean, it's where most salaries have been cut, at least in this part of the world. So a lot of teachers are having to really rethink, is this the right career path for me? Should I be looking somewhere else that has less headache, that pays more? Or is this the time for me to start thinking of how to turn my career, how to plan my career, and think of ways to make it profitable, but also full of the passion for teaching, learning, and children. So that's our conversation in a nutshell, but I'll start with a couple of questions for the panelists. I'm not going to be able to have everyone speak on each question, so I'll just direct these questions to a couple of the panelists, and then we'll go from there. So my first question, which I'm sure is on everyone's minds, is what have your experiences with teaching, with the teaching practice, or as leaders, as edupreneurs, whatever angle or whatever aspect of education you work in? What has your experience been like during the months of the pandemic so far financially? What challenges have you had? What triumphs have you had? What lessons have you learned? We want to know about your experiences. So I'll go ahead and I'll start with Tayo.
I could almost sense you were going to start with me. As you're all aware, I'm a former teacher. I'm currently a project manager, but I can talk about the experience from my children's school. So both my sons attend a private school in the United Kingdom. And in terms of the teaching experience that they've had over the pandemic has been very different to state schools. Initially, when we were told the schools were not going back and online learning was going to take place, there was an uproar with regards to the fees that would be paid. But they justified it because the teaching was exceptional. It was almost like the students were actually in the classroom. Wow. There was an opportunity for one-to-one tuition. There was group tuition. The children could interact with each other, with their teachers. They had control over the whiteboards. They had their French lessons, music lessons, PE lessons, science lessons, and it was exceptional. I had to commend the teacher because the teaching was so great that she had full control over each student, despite the fact that they weren't physically in the classroom. Wow. The children felt very comfortable with the whole situation. It was very new to them. My son is 7, so they're quite young, but they were very engaged. They were very engaged. They were happy. They were happy. The teacher made sure that each child felt part of each learning experience. And it was great, really, from that perspective. As a mum and a former teacher, I think that the teacher couldn't have done anything better than what was displayed during this pandemic. And it was a very successful experience for all the children that were involved in that process.
Wow, that is so heartwarming. That's so amazing. I hope you took the opportunity to share this feedback with the teacher.
Definitely. I sent it. I made it clear. Yeah, I made it clear because the children were attending Zoom lessons 4 times a day. They went as far as ending
Wow.
their day with a reading session as they would do normally at school. So they'll have the morning session, they'll have the
Wow.
checkup session, they'll have 2 afternoon sessions, and then they'll end the day as normal. So it was amazing. I have to commend them for their efforts. It was amazing.
That's amazing. You know, it's really great to hear. It's fantastic that you actually were able to sort of flip this to give us a parent's perspective,
Yeah.
first and foremost, because
Yeah.
I think here in Nigeria, a lot of teachers, a lot of schools, a lot of head teachers would not say they've had a similar feedback from the parents. So it's good to actually hear that some parents somewhere actually have been happy with the service of care
Yeah.
that they've received, the teaching and learning. It's great
Yeah.
to always get feedback. And for the
Yeah.
parents in the house, I hope that if you did have a positive experience with your teaching and learning your children during this period, that you would do as Tayo has done to share that feedback with the parents as well.